When
Yeah.
people think about domestic violence, they think it's a one-time incident where something happens and you leave, but it's far more complicated
Hello,
than that.
everyone. Welcome to another inspiring time. Today, I'm bringing you a story about a woman and her son. The woman was shot dead in her house, and the son sustained many gunshots. Now, who is this woman and who shot her dead? This woman is a 49-year-old law enforcement officer. Her name is Tamara Tute Bartlett. Master Deputy Tamara Tute Bartlett. She was off duty when she was fatally shot. A Master Deputy Tute Bartlett served her community for nearly 20 years with unwavering dedication, compassion, and integrity, and was said to embody the core values of the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office. Now, from the Sheriff's Office, a statement was released, and her commitment to protecting and serving made a lasting impact on all who had the honor of knowing and working alongside her. She was known to be a committed law enforcement officer. Her neighbors had nothing but nice things to say about Gwyneth's deputy. The Gwyneth deputy was a kind woman, whatever that needed to be focalized, anything that helps to improve the community, anything that helps improve the neighborhood, she would listen to people, give her opinion, help where she can. They had a lot of good things to say about her. Even the those who work with her also had a lot of things, good things to say about her. And now she's dead. Why? Why lose your life when it is not your time yet? I know somebody will say, "Well, how do you know it's not her time?" Well, it is not her time to die. She died untimely. She died at the hand of her boyfriend. She was in a toxic relationship. Who takes a gun to her lover's house? Who takes a gun to his lover's house and, in a heated argument, fires the gun multiple times and then leave the place without remorse? When someone has a remorse, they would want to say, okay, I did something wrong, call the police. Please, someone is dying here. Can we take the person to the hospital? Or, try to carry out the first aid to save the person? No, it was intentional, very intentional. And that brings me to every woman out there. I'm also aware that many men go through domestic violence. Please, if you know of anyone who is going through domestic violence as we speak or had gone through domestic violence as a man, please, you can drop that in the comment section because we want to know. Many times the women going through domestic violence is so common that we don't even have the time to look at that of the men who also go through domestic violence. So put that in the comment section if you know anyone or you have heard of anyone so we can still see and learn from it. I was asking a question. Who takes a gun to her lover's house and then fires the gun during a heated argument? During an argument, let's just say an argument. We don't know how heated the argument was. But who takes a gun to a lover's house and shoots a lover? Where is the love they once shared? Because I want to believe that there was a time that they loved themselves so much that they couldn't do anything without themselves. There was a time that they were so head over heels about themselves. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please interact with me because I want to read your comments. Now, what happened to the love they once shared? Why did it result in so much hate that someone had to die? And then the child, the teenager involved, was also affected. Why should we let it get to a stage where things get so bad before we leave a toxic relationship or a toxic marriage? A lot of stories, a lot of cases like this are still ongoing. People still remain in toxic marriages. People still remain in toxic relationships where they are abused, where they have domestic violence, undergoing torture, even in the presence of their children. Now let's look at the country, African community. Many African women remain in a toxic marriage because of their children. And the reason for that is because they don't want divorce. So they say they don't want the children to come from a broken home. But the home is broken already. You are you are doing more harm to your child by remaining in a toxic marriage. A marriage that is life threatening. Mentally you are traumatizing that child, and he or she is going to grow traumatized by what he or she experienced in the marriage. Please help your children, help yourself, get out of a violent marriage or a violent relationship. Pack your bag and leave. And men, please, if you can't cope with such women who make your emotions so high that you want to do something dangerous, something unlawful, something that would you will regret later, please leave that relationship. I beg you. It is very important. So let's get back into the story right now. We've talked about the woman. Who is the woman? Now, who is this boyfriend? Now, the suspect, who is the boyfriend, is Eric Sumner, a 43-year-old man. After he had fired the gun, he left the house. He left the child in a pool of his own blood. He left the woman lying upstairs on the bed, shot or lifeless, and he left. He was tracked down and taken into custody after an off-duty Gwinnett County deputy was found dead. So he was apparently tracked down. He was running. He was being he was running until he was chased and tracked down and was taken into custody after the brief pursuit. And now Sumner faces charges of murder as well as aggravated assault with intent to murder. What do you have to say about this boyfriend? I'm going to be showing you in the course of this video many comments that I found from some of the places I visited that are very important. I had to get them so I can put them in this video for us to see. Now, concerning the teenager, somebody said that the teenager is stable now. The teenager is my friend and has been since sixth grade, and he's in stable condition. All right, just leave is not worth taking somebody's life. That is very important to note. When you are in a toxic relationship, whether you're a guy, if the girl is toxic, if the woman is toxic, instead of carrying out an evil act by doing something you regret or that will put you in jail, why not leave that relationship? And women also, do not stay in a relationship that is toxic. Women, pay attention to the news instead of TikTok. This is happening too much. Leave scumbags alone. Very good. Now this is a comment coming from one of the subscribers here. Women, pay attention to the news instead of TikTok. This is happening too much. Leave scumbags alone. Please leave scumbags alone. All right. Who would date a dude like this? Prayers for the injured and traumatized child. Okay. And somebody also said, death penalty. I'll pull the liver for free. What is your thoughts on that? What is your thoughts? Please drop your thoughts in the comment section. She went out bad. I didn't get that. Okay, there's so much comment here. Wait a minute. This can't be the same deputy that was the mother of the former NFL player as well as a son killed by a hit and run in 2021. Also, I want you to note that this is not the first loss the family has suffered. Jude Bartlett was broken, heartbroken. She was in pain in 2021 when her older son was killed by a hit and run driver in Johns Creek. Till date, the driver was never identified, and now she is dead. Her children are still there. The teenager who suffered many gunshots will be traumatized. He saw how the mother was killed because of a relationship. How do you think he's going to deal when he gets into a relationship? How do you think he's going to act when he gets into a relationship? We are raising children that will have so much emotional baggages because we refuse to do the right thing. And this is a sad story. Now back to the teenager. The teenager whose mother was shot dead after sustaining several multiple gunshots on his body struggled out of his own house to a neighbor's house, bleeding, telling them that his mom and her boyfriend got into an argument and the boyfriend began firing a gun. According to report, the teen boy was given aid by his neighbor. They said a quick thinking neighbor applied pressure to the teenager's wounds until emergency personnel arrived. And when emergency personnel arrived, the teenager was taken to a local hospital for multiple gunshot wounds. And right now he's in stable condition. He's now in stable condition. But while that was ongoing, deputies then responded to the teen's home and tried to make contact with anyone inside. You know, when the sheriff arrive at your home, the deputies arrive at your home and they are calling out to you, who is here, knocking, and there was no answer. So they went in, there was no answer. And when they went in, they found the off-duty Gwinnett deputy in an upstairs bedroom and was confirmed dead. May her soul rest in peace. But this could have been avoided if she had left that toxic relationship long ago. This also would have been avoided if the boyfriend had left the toxic relationship, ended the toxic relationship long ago. Because from either side, something is wrong. And if something is wrong that is life threatening or would cause you to do something that you would regret, why would you continue? You end it. Please end it. So let's get back to you. Do you know anyone who is suffering in a marriage or a relationship? How has that affected you? If someone close to you is going through that, or are you one of them who is going through that, or have you gone through that and have survived? You have ended it and you are here to testify. Please drop your comments in the comment section. We want to see how you were able to pull this out, how you left the toxic relationship, how you left the toxic marriage, what you did, and how you had your peace back. Whether you are a woman or a man, please, you can help others by dropping your comments in the comment section so that others who are still struggling and have not gotten courage to leave will know what to do. I want to say again, leave a toxic relationship, leave a toxic marriage, especially when it becomes life threatening for the sake of your family and for your sake. Thank you for always being here. I'm here so we can all learn, grow, and rise and shine.